Alright, so the last section had a bit of an abrupt cut because I ran out of storage space. The WarioWare DIY manual didn't really have anything else interesting to it. So now I'm going to go on to the Pokemon games. These ones have equally kind of cool presentation while also kind of lame. One of the cool things is that because there's two versions of each game, the artwork on the box sort of mirrors each other, making almost one complete piece. The only problem with that, in this specific example, is the header kind of makes it weird. Like, I guess you can go like that to make it a little more like it's one piece, but it isn't the same as the Game Boy games were. I mean, not even the Game Boy games, they had that too. It's just weird, because they obviously make it with a goal in mind, and then something kind of compensates that. But they do look nice together. There's a little bit of a gold sheen on this, and it has a bit of a more Asian ink brush inspired look on the tips of the wings, at least, nowhere else really, and that is interesting. I'm gonna have to move this. This is getting in my way. I can't, like, it's kind of a bit of a struggle between getting nice shots and having it beat two in my face. Alright, should be better. Okay, I'm just gonna put these in the bag for now. I'm gonna look at the manual for Heart Gold. The inside of this thing is pretty nice. There's a lot of stuff in this. It's jam-packed. We've got Club Nintendo. Instructions for that. The Wi-Fi. And a thing for the Pokemon TCG. The Heart Gold and Soul Silver. That's the one where they have the two-part... I forgot what they're called. What does it say? I guess legendary? Yeah, legends. They're just called legends. It's kind of weird because there's legendary Pokemon, but whatever. Got a little advertisement for the Wii Shop channel. Pokemon Rumble. This manual, I don't know if it's... I think it's real, but it feels like way more papery. I don't have Platinum, the box for that, so I don't know. This is a nice feel. It feels a little more naturalistic. Got Johto starters, legendaries. Look at that. Got some leaves. So we have a pretty in-depth explanation on all the Pokemon stuff. Most of the stuff they already explained. Get a bunch of you get these same three pictures of the starters a lot. Yeah, not a lot. I mean, this one is pretty large, pretty in-depth, but there's not that much too interesting to it. I guess you do get this, like, gold background with, I think that's, get the Indigo Plateau there, along with Mount Silver and the Whirlpool Islands, which is kind of cool. An extension of the art here, I suppose, where you have the gold tower and the lighthouse. You don't really look too in-depth at this, but there is actually a lot of locations from the game. It's on the box art too, that is only on the manual for some reason. Probably so they can make this shiny. Looking at Soul Silver, it's the same story. Has the same inserts. The manual is also papery. Has the same... It's a bit of a different style, but the same layout. I'm guessing that's why it's more basic, because they have to accommodate for two completely different backgrounds, so you have to make it a bit standard. You have the same picture as the other one. The way things are placed is different, because not only is the Whirlpool Islands there, they have to fit things for the shape of Ho-Oh. So Ho-Oh, yeah, because like, it leaves different space. I do like the Soul and Heart logos. It's a little bit cute. Those aren't really used that much. And also those games. Gosh, they give you so much paper. These games are extremely expensive right now, but I'm sure they'll go down eventually. Hopefully. It's just there's this huge boom in Pokemon in general, because of Sword and Shield and Pokemon cards being very relevant again because of modern people buying the old packs. So that and the quarantine has just made these skyrocket. But they made so many copies of these that at some point it's going to go back down, I'm sure. I always love how the back of Pokemon boxes show, like, the same situation played out in 2 different ways. Like, in this one you've got Chikorita, in this one you've got Cyndaquil, in this one you've got a fully evolved Meganium and a Typhlosion. It's really neat. They do that in a lot of them. I think they expand on that every time. I do wish I had Platinum, because that one is fully sparkly and cool. I've been looking for that one on eBay a lot, but people are still selling it for a lot of money because the Pokemon games right now, in general, being sold for a lot of money. Next we have Black. I don't have the box for White or Black. And I don't have the manual either. That's a bit of a shame. We do have the Club Nintendo. Noir version. Red. Which looks nice. Looks pretty modern. This one isn't really telling the complete story about what they were going for, but you do see the same trend where they have situations. You can kind of guess where they would swap in things. Like that's probably Zekrom on the white version, and that's the spring and fall. It's probably swapped with like summer and winter. You've got Pansage. It's probably like Panpour or something on the other one. 3 Univos starters. This is one of the I think this is my favorite Pokemon game. Or one of them, at least like top 3. I love how they explored different things in this one and like highlighted a bunch of new creatures who are all great. Reshiram is probably one of the best legendary Pokemon ever. He's just so elegant. And I feel like he's underrated because he's kind of compared less to the elegant Pokemon like Ninetales and more towards like the big beastly legendaries, which obviously he's not like the craziest of. And you have the game's direct sequel, Black and White 2. I have 2 copies of White 2, which is pretty good because these games are also super expensive, like $90.